Welcome to the Rockhound Podcast. This week we have a returning guest from basically almost when we first started. So go ahead and take it away.
Hey, I'm Denny.
I'm SeaJay.
And together we are
Agate Enchantment.
and Wizardry. That's right, you got us again, and we're so happy to be here on this podcast.
Yes, we are.
You betcha.
We're so glad to be
return
back.
visit.
Yeah, welcome back. It's been a while.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. And where are you guys transmitting from?
We are transmitting from Tualatin, Oregon.
Yep, we're here just outside Portland in Tualatin.
Oregon in the house.
It's all Oregon.
That's
It's
not
all Oregon tonight.
Yeah.
What did we do? How did we manage that? Nice job, you guys.
We wanted to say we've been really impressed with how you guys have progressed
Yes.
with this awesome podcast.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the one with Jesse. Oh my God, that was
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool.
And
We love Jesse.
Mambo
so
Lambo. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
oh, that was a good one.
Oh, that was awesome.
We haven't had Mam Lambo yet.
Oh, I thought
Wishful
that was-
thinking, though.
You're thinking.
Thank you
There
for
go.
suggesting.
No,
Yeah, that one
that's
was
right.
a dream
Did
one.
you get that Mambo
Yeah,
Lambo? We really want
How did
this,
you
right?
get into my dream?
I wanted,
Come to us, please.
I had just watched the podcast and then I watched Mambo Lambo with Crab.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I got those two
Oops. Okay.
together.
So no Mambo Lambo. Okay.
But I
Not
want
yet,
them on. So
But soon.
there you go.
Yeah.
On my dream list.
Well,
we've had.
go ahead.
And we
Go ahead.
behind the tape. We've had lots of excitement in our rock hounding world. And our world is all about rock hounding and rock hounders. The first thing we'd like to do, you guys, and we have to do it, is we just hit 6,140 subscribers.
And we
My
want to
goodness.
thank every
We are
single one.
so humbled.
Yes.
Thank everyone that has subscribed to our channel. All the wonderful comments we get every single day. I think we're getting like 20 subscribers a day now. That are
Nice.
pouring in.
And our views.
Honestly, for the last couple of months, we've been pretty much out roaming around getting video to put videos together. So we haven't had a really strong presence.
Okay, wait a second. They've got to introduce Karen and Kyle.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was taking off. Don't mind
CJ's
me.
hired for admin on the podcast. Thank you, dear.
We are often too nice to interject.
Yeah, roll with it. That's how come you like lost
Let's
the
rewind
shots
the tape.
last week. No. This is all good. And thank you all for tuning in and coming along for this ride. If you're tuning in from your car and you're driving, or if you're rock hounding right now, or if you're just hanging out working, thank you so much for tuning in. Drop it in the comments where you're tuning in from. And I'm Karen from Ozone Fine Art Ventures out here on
Ozone! Woohoo!
Thank you. And Kyle.
I'm Theo Kelson from
Hi, Theo. We've been wanting to meet you.
Theo. I'm sure you're probably watching this, but I had to do it because we got to keep that alive. So, but I'm actually Kyle from World of Rockhounds, just pretending to be Theo.
World of Rockhounds
rocks.
And it's my old Kyle, right?
Yeah, Mild Kyle. Nice courtesy. A great name given to me by Wild Kyle. I'm basically his polar opposite.
And for those of you that didn't know, Kyle's the one that created, yes, indeed, he created that little gnome that's pooping. And last time we did the show, he was on the show with us. Oh, we'd love to see him again.
Be a fair way to make that happen. Yeah, that's gonna do for introductions. I wish I could say that Theo and Kurt could be here today, but they cannot. Theo is in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff, getting ready for. I'm sorry, hang on. So just a quick second. Amy just sent me a photo of Frau from Austin Powers because I told her to send in River like when she gets close to bedtime, and it's just a photo of Frau going, "Send in the clone."
Nice.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Theo's got a bunch of projects going on to try to get ready for his Renaissance Fair, And Kurt's still out and about doing his own thing, and I'm sure he'll be on here in the future. So we'll just kind of keep your thoughts out for him, so we can bring him back in.
Oh yeah.
From all his rock hounding adventures, and yeah. So someday here soon we'll have everyone back together again.
Well,
Hey, if you ever need a fill-in, we're available. Just saying, man. Hey, but speaking of Theo, I wanted to, while we were out, we were in Montana, in Dillon, actually. And, of course, we were on our way to Crystal Park. Oh, did we find some Christmas? But thank you, Theo.
Yes, for all your directions. That was awesome.
I don't know. We emailed him back and forth several times, and he was like right on it. Look, go check this out. So he is so awesome. Theo, you rock. Okay,
Yes,
so
he is.
I just had to do a Theo plug.
Nice. We love him.
He is.
And everybody is just super busy for the summer. I mean, thank you guys for cooling your jets long enough to hang out with us. We know that everybody, this is the time to get out there and seriously rock out.
Serious.
And this would probably be a good time for the shouts as well. We have a few extras because we missed ours last week. First of all, thank you, Yarek, for coming on from Amberscape. That was amazing. The fossils and the Baltic amber, the whole thing was just such a feast for the eyes.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And of course, Ruth Fotris and Karen and Michelle and California Gleanin' all really dug the show, and they wanted to give that feedback, and they were happy that there was enough coffee to guzzle to get it done. There was quite the time difference, and so he was up early and we were up late. Claude thinks that Kyle should do a dad joke a week. So, there.
I guess I got some coworkers to fill, huh?
I agree, by the way. We've made a Rockhound podcast out of podcast junkie out of Mary Beth. She's self-proclaimed. And so you've definitely made our week with that statement. Thank you so much. And get the word out, y'all. We'd love to make 1,000 subscribers so that we can get the community notes going, announcing, our upcoming guests and viewer show and tells and the polls that you can, cast your votes on and all that kind of good stuff. So we're cooking along, and that's not that far away. So tell a friend to tune in and subscribe. Julie and Lori are checking in as well. Cliff Walker Rockhounding. Did I say that right? Oh my gosh. Aptly named our group in the chat for the Friday nights, the Nerd Club. So
you need to start making merch.
And you know what?
All right.
There's no one else I'd rather nerd out with, you guys, on Friday nights.
Podcast Geek Squad.
Totally. So good. Cool. So definitely jump in if you're shy, believe me. it's just a mosh pit of nerdery. So
we always catch ever since we were on for the very first time. We always catch a little bit of that show. We not necessarily the whole thing, but we always tune in and pop in and say hi, or just sit in the background and watch and laugh, because there's a lot of good gags on it too. A lot of good funnies and a lot of really cool rocks too. And
if you guys know about Mystery Science Theater 3000, it's kind of like the rock version in the chat,
Exactly.
got their riffs going, and so jump in. And it's always cool when the other channels jump in, because people get like, oh hey, I'm a fan of you guys, and you got the side banter going. So anyhow,
exactly.
Sandmaker was checking in from North Carolina. California Gleanin' from California
California dreaming?
Gleaning. Dino, another one that's pretty, self
Yeah.
evident from Wyoming. 10K Lakes Rock Hounding was listening on the go. Thank you so much. It is awesome to drive to the podcast. Tie Dye and Dawn from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Polly was threatening to come on and join Rookie on the next show, and I think that would be awesome. So
We'd
Polly,
love to do that too. That sounds like so much fun.
yeah, it's
Jesse
everybody's
rocks.
gonna crash the Jesse
Yeah.
show. So Polly, aka Paul the Rockhound, you're welcome. And there was also a mention of the sentiment of missing Kurt. And so, of course, Dino, Sandmaker, Michelle, Julie, New Zealand, Rocks Down Under, and others were all dropping Kurt some mad love.
Oh,
So.
yeah. Bad luck. Hey,
Whoa.
we wanted him here
You
too.
feel loved, Kyle. Isn't that neat, man?
No,
Well,
Yeah.
Kurt, man.
Yeah, Kurt.
Oh, Kurt.
And
Oh,
that's Theo.
oh,
So-
I hope you still feel loved, Kyle. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Well-
so those are the shouts. Yeah.
I thought of a funny idea. If we can ask Kurt to kind of do a little, almost like a Family Guy spinoff skit. You know how they ask Ollie how the weather is? How's the weather?
Awesome.
It's raining, and then it comes back to what's going on.
He could be in his car driving. Yeah.
What you doing, Kurt? I'm driving.
Yeah.
Cuts back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that has to happen.
Yep, that does. That really does.
So
You know, at
we're going to
least-
jump right in because we talked about this before. So what's coming up with us is, like I said, we have been on this amazing adventure, and it was almost 5 weeks.
Wait,
Oh.
before we get going,
Okay, all right, cool.
before we get going, is all the other admin done?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
housekeeping.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
You're good.
We swept the floors, okay?
We're just making sure.
All right. All right.
So,
So basically, and one of the things that they wanted us to share with you is we've been on this amazing summer. We really have had a pretty amazing summer, considering, all the COVID stuff and all that out of the way. We've been off on many adventures, and so we haven't had a lot of time to do live stuff or anything like that. But we have been accumulating killer video and rocks to share with you all, especially our subscribers. Some of them have asked, where you been? Well, let's see. It started in Oregon. We went to Idaho. We went to Montana. Then we went back to Idaho.
Then we went
And
to-
back to Oregon. And I don't mean where we're sitting in Oregon. I mean the part where all the cool rocks are. And we filmed
Hey, there's
literally
cool rocks
hundreds
there.
of hours of video and finding amazing rocks. And it's not just us finding them. We're going to share with you where to go to find them.
Yeah.
We're always asking, and I know it happens with you guys too. They're always asking us, can you give me X marks the spot on where I got to go? Well, we're going to do that. We're going to give you X marks the spot. Yes, we started out in Pineville. No, that was our last stop. Oop, I got them backwards.
Okay,
But
first
started out.
we started out in Oregon, and then
That's
we
right.
went to Jonathan Road in Weiser, Idaho.
It's just a road out in the middle of nowhere.
It is, but it has
Weiser,
got some of the
Idaho.
coolest rocks alongside that road.
God.
It's all BLM land, and it's just amazing. Of course,
Before
He
you
has
continue
rocks.
just to intervene just for a second.
Yeah.
Before you continue with your trip report, which
Mhm.
I am so eager to hear.
Yes, yeah.
How is your week? And do you have any projects
oh.
coming up? Really quick.
Yeah.
oh yes,
I mean,
Well,
go ahead, honey.
we have the 6-part series coming up
Yeah.
that he's working on. I
Video
have
from what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
matching amethyst quarter moon with a crescent drop crystal in the works for a couple that are, one is from Louisiana and one is from Brisbane, Australia, and they have met online and they are going to be joining each other this fall, and they are going to use those as their wedding
ring.
moves.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
That's
So
cool.
yeah,
Very cool.
so the symbol of their joining.
And it's humbling to be
Yeah,
part of that.
Yeah, and I have a necklace to make for my son. I have a necklace to make for his Twitch co-host, and we've got
And one of our Facebook staunch supporters from the
yes.
very
Peggy
first video,
Berquist.
Peggy Berquist. You rock, Peggy! I know you're watching,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
She sent me this rock, and
it's amazing.
goodness, it started out, I was sharing this amazing thing that I did, and I didn't even send you pictures, Kyle. Oh, I should have sent you pictures.
You still
Anyways,
can.
a Facebook post. Okay, will do. I'll send him a picture, and we got really a lot of comments on this thing. But one of the comments was really cool. Peggy kicked in like she always does because we love her. She's the best, right?
She was like one of our very first subscribers.
I mean, very first.
Yeah.
4.5 years ago when we started this thing, right? But she threw in this picture in the middle of this thing, which was showcasing a really wonderful little rock agate that I put together for a friend of mine for his birthday, Brad. I hope you're watching. And she showed this picture of this rock, and my God, guys, now I have that rock here.
It looks like a
She
flame.
sent it to me, and so long story short, in the midst of this, I was, sometimes you just see a rock, and you just get that connection with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes, bling.
I want to be a flame.
Like I want to be with you for a while, and this rock wants to be with me because I'm going to turn it into something, and it's a secret of what. Right? We have a really good idea what it's going to be, Peggy. But and it's just this amazing piece of jasper that has these spirals of brachiation.
Well, you'll see in the picture when we
and
send it.
colors and stuff to it. So we're going to create a project for Peggy Bird.
Yes. And one of the shows that's coming up is he's going to be rehabilitating an antique rock pick that he found.
So let me tell this story because it's really cool. We were down in Prineville on highway. We found in Prineville 380, right, in Highway 380, and we were down and we were just looking for rocks. You go figure, right? And we went down and we went down in this canyon, and we found some really amazing. And this is going to be part of one of the parts of this series, the 6-part series. But one of the things I found while I was looking for rocks, I found this old, and I don't have it here, but it's all rusty, but it's like an antique rock pick that's probably been there for freaking 50 years, a long time. It's very old, right? But it doesn't have a handle. And so it went, bing, why don't I create a rock handle for the rock pick, right? So we've been experimenting and looking at different kinds of rock. We haven't chosen yet what kind of rock we're going to do. Yeah. But it's going to be fun, really neat trying to figure out how to get it just right, and set up. And of course, then it's going into a frame. It's never going to be used for a rock. Really cool. Because I have
a killer project.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just totally inspired at that one.
It will be.
But there's some great, hey, if you haven't been to Prineville, check out Highway 26 and 380.
And
we'll give you specific directions on.
Is it Tim Adams at the Prineville Visitor
Center? And the Chamber of Commerce. We got to meet up with her. She helped us out. She was pretty cool, man.
Really
you gotta go check and meet her.
She has maps. First
really
sale, $4, which is
worth. It helped a lot having those localized maps to work.
Yeah.
Well, let's go check this out. And so we found some pink, really nice petrified wood. Ooh, it's neat.
Not limb cast, but it's.
Oh boy, and some big stuff too. So that's just one of the places.
my week was pretty much spent in bed. As you can tell by my voice, I have a bad cold. But and his week was creating video.
That's what I've been doing. Editing hundreds of hours of video. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what that's like, bro.
How's yours? How was your week, Karen?
Thank you.
I'm having a good time talking.
Trying to shove it off to you there.
Well, I was editing video as well. I dropped a video that was a collaboration between Kurt and I, and
that was absolutely stunning. Oh my god!
Thank you. We're gonna later for my show and tell. I'll show the collaboration project and a couple of the stones from that video. Otherwise, you can go check it out. But in a small way, it was like having Kurt back just a little bit. And so it was a super thing to be that close to Kurt for at least a week. I also carved and created a pair of opal and sunstone earrings that was really super fun. That goes with a few of the carvings that I've done for pendants. I've got our last fossil hunting video is now getting edited. Oh my goodness.
Can you say that backwards 3 times?
Yeah. I'm gonna try. I will later in the podcast probably. So we went out to find the leaf fossils, and I showed off a pine cone that we had found last week for my show and tell. And so the video is what's on the editing cutting floor right now. And so that's going to be what I'm working on here to come up. And that's actually the same trip where we got Ochiko. So you get to see all the like little baby pictures of Ochiko and his first little rock hounding mission as well. And I've got a really quick YouTube channel shout out. If y'all haven't checked out Engineering Geology, have you guys heard of this channel?
No, I haven't. Yeah. No, I haven't.
Brand new. And he does these short, succinct videos about specific geology, like, faults and the Earth's layers, and of course, meteor craters. And it's kind of a one-stop shop binge for satisfying your deepest geo-nerd desires. And so I like right now he's building subscribers, and I'm in no way affiliated. I just want you guys to know I'm just such a huge fan. But he's actually giving away ebooks. And so if you check him out,
that is cool.
Yeah, it's just a kind of cool thing. I'm hoping that we can get him on the podcast because he's incredibly articulate, with all the geo nerd things that y'all know we love to nerd out on. So
Yeah.
Whoa, wow.
just wanted to throw that out there. How about you, Kyle? What's up?
Let me think here. Just trying to get work on customer projects still. I thought I was going to be done by before last week, but no, things happen and things get pushed behind even more. But I am working on trying to get stuff done so I can focus on my own stuff. But I still have that concretion that I got from Karen that I need to break open.
Can't wait to see what's inside.
I'm thinking about doing that, I think this weekend for next Wednesday's video. And then I'm actually in the process of editing when I made my YouTube play button. So I'm kind of condensing all the footage down into a video so I can pretty much have the footage out there of like the processes that I took. And a little forewarning, it's about, I think, 19 minutes of mostly fast forwarded footage because the footage is like 4 hours long. And I didn't want to leave out much of anything that I was doing. I want to show people how long it took to go through all those different steps. And I think there's still a few steps I didn't fully record. And I think some of that was the sanding of the silver bezel for the triangle. And I think a few other steps. So I kind of put off putting that video out there. I was going to release it like shortly after I had showed that play button, but I'm like, I'll wait. And it's one of those things too. I thought for sure that like when I did that announcement video of like showing like the reveal, I thought for sure that that'd be like my superstar like awesome video because like it's a YouTube play button, man, on a dinosaur bone. Like how can you like not want to watch that? But
Yeah, really.
now like I think it's only gotten like a couple hundred views. I'm like I'll go ahead and just post a video of it of how I made it. Why not? No secrets here.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll go viral.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's gonna go whacked.
yeah, so I just need to find some decent music to kind of go with it, and then I want to again break open the concretion that Karen gave me, and so we can see what's on the inside of that. Maybe that'll be my second video to go viral because my first one I was breaking open concretion, and I think that was around the same time that Mam Lambo had did his big crab video, and
yeah, that was.
So yours kind of snuck under the wire.
yeah, somehow I did. And my friend had emailed me. He's like, "Hey, I think YouTube's algorithm kind of picked up on your video." And because he was like, I was watching Mam Lambo's crab concretion video, and like your video was like in there with suggested videos. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that one caught fire. That's got a bunch of watches
Oh
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I looked at the analytics. I'm like, what did I get that got like several thousand views? And I was like looking at, it, like, oh, hello.
Yeah. Well, when you follow Mamba Lambo, yeah, concretions are big.
His
news.
channel's cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cooking.
So your that concretion should be interesting to open, and then you just dropped a video where you were finding some cool stuff on this beach too, and I think you got something there in that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll do I won't often post videos every single day or like every other day, but I think next week I might post a few extra videos through that week. Because my friend, he also said that I should cut and polish one of the Torito wood pieces I found, because he's like, that stuff it can take a beautiful polish. And he's like, just gotta be careful though, because he's like, the sand, if it gets in your polishing wheel, it can do that. So I just gotta be careful. But yeah, I was hoping to do my Glass Butte and Hampton Butte trip, but things got postponed, which is fine. The weekend that we were supposed to go out, I guess it was like super hot, so
yeah,
I think it could wait.
Oregon Coast is a chopped liver, though. Like that's a good trajectory as well.
It was perfect timing because it was Friday and it wasn't the weekend, so the beach wasn't super packed. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that burp or not.
Oops. That's okay. It's life.
I'll leave it in. I said, excuse me. It's all good.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do want to do a few of those kind of revealments of what I found. And it's funny too. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but there were some audio edits on that beach trip video, and it's because I was mispronouncing the Torito. Like I was calling it something else.
I loved that. At one point, you're like Torito. Torito. Blah blah. It was awesome.
I was calling it Terratito wood.
Oh.
Kind of looks like that Terratito. It looks like that weird wood.
It's just a new genre. It's like you found it and you like.
It's the East Coast version of Torito wood.
Yeah, the mafia one.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah. Forget about it.
It was definitely a good trip though, and I do want to do some more outing videos really before winter gets. I mean, I also do some rock outing in the winter time, but I between like this week and next week, I'm gonna try to do some more videos to kind of like schedule out in advance, so I can kind of not really think about them when they come out, and that way as they get released, I'll see notifications like, hey, someone's commenting on your video, and I can be, oh, okay, I forgot.
That's really hard to get in front of them. I mean, I don't know about you, but
I've only done about
it's really hard to get 2 or 3 out so that you don't have to stress about getting man, it's a challenge.
I've only done about I think 3 or 4 times since I've started. And my first trajectory when I was trying to do that was before River was born. I was like, okay, I'll make videos out in advance, no big deal. No, That plan went.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
we speaking of concretions, I'm waiting on my to get an air scribe, Karen, before I tackle that concreted shell that you gave me in our
Okay.
collab.
Right
But
on.
I haven't forgotten it. I'm just terrified of actually.
There's just so many rocks and
touching
so many
it.
projects we could do.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now we have like Graveyard Point, Sucre Creek, we have Crystal Park, we have Prineville,
We have
Big Wood River,
yeah.
Idaho. Oh,
we got
rock.
let's see,
And
we
we
brought
already had
home,
rock.
we brought home each of us brought home about 500 to 600 pounds of rock. Easy.
Dang.
Each.
Big suckers.
Yeah.
Big suckers like this from Graveyard Point. You see that?
And of course my little rock and
Just glue all over it. It's just, I just can't wait to get on. Oh, speaking of saws, if you're looking for a saw, check out. No, we just found a saw today. Guess this. Check this out. A 7-inch rigid,
wet tile
about
saw.
a $300 wet tile saw for just about $50 at
Goodwill.
Goodwill. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Taste the shop.
Yeah. It was.
What a score, in great shape.
Yeah.
Even had a diamond blade in it. Of course, we're going to change it.
Yeah. It's probably been used several times, but
What a score.
it's new to us.
So, but for the people out there that don't have and are afraid to get cutting, you know, our cutting video, I mean, it's not like Jesse's videos, like amazing amounts of views, but we just passed 11,000 views on our cutting video. Guys, don't be afraid to get behind a saw.
You're not going to get cut.
You're not going to get
It
cut.
might take it might give
freeze
you
you a
a
little.
very unique
But-
manicure.
And you can get a saw cheap. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah, Karen.
We know several people, our friends and subscribers that are, well, but I'm afraid. Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
No.
Not that, Karen.
You're you were using a diamond saw to cut.
Oh, but that was special. I thought that was the coolest thing. She had this like saw, like, and it was like just a band.
That's
That was neat, Karen.
Isn't that a silver saw?
I think it was a piano wire and coated with
Yeah.
Serious?
tan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what a silver saw is. But yeah, that's why I was
Cool.
saying. Have you gotten a lapidary saw since?
I have one that I need to go pick up. It's on the border of Idaho and Oregon, which obviously is going to be a good trip.
Yeah, because Sucre Creek and Graveyard
Be sure
Point
and
are
talk
right
to
there.
Laura before you go. Laura, and if you don't know, we'll tell you later. But Laura,
Laura
she's
Chelsea
got
has several
she
plans
got
with
it.
it.
kind of a plane right out there off of the freeway.
Yeah.
And she's pretty neat about either meeting you there or like giving you access.
Yeah, she's got pajamas.
She got wicked rocks out there, man.
Yep.
Wicked.
Yep.
Yeah. I love that area. Been there quite a few times.
Yes. Yes.
I know. We went
Myself
into
this time.
the what was the name of those canyons?
The Owahis?
Oahe Canyons, and of course Sucre Creek and Graveyard Point is out there. And
It's
had our friend along, Randy. Don't forget about
yeah,
Randy. 'cause
Randy
he's a
Robin.
great guy.
Yes. He
And
was
he's
our
a great
subscriber and
guide.
guy.
And he took us to some really neat. And by the way, he'll take you too.
Yeah.
Ask you nice. And we can leave his contact information if you come to our and watch our videos. I'm serious. Yeah. Because you can go out there and you can get lost, dudes. I mean, there's miles and miles and miles. And there's cool rock pretty much everywhere, but there's the really cool rock in certain places. And you want to visit those places. But we got a chance to go, and it was amazing. We were in you're going to love this video that I did.
I went into
Sucre Creek.
uncontrollable
She went into
frenzy.
frenzy mode.
And this one, 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 and oh, wait, and this
Oh, I
one.
swear to God, I sped it up so you'll get a laugh out of it. It's funny. She just went nuts.
Yes, I did.
Because they were great.
They
If you've
were.
never been to Super Creek, go to
Well,
Super Creek.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and Leslie
Oh.
goes a really fun drive that's right across from Sucker Creek as well.
There's a neat one.
Yeah, let's jump on you guys' little adventure that you guys
Totally.
had.
Yeah. Continue on your adventure report.
Oh, well. So we stopped first. We headed out 84 down the gorge and did all the tourist. We don't normally do like big tourist stuff, but we did Multnomah Falls and all that stuff, and stopped at Cascade Lodge and took pictures and had breakfast. But the first place we stopped, oh my God, Bigwood River, right? That was our very first place.
Right.
And you probably never even heard of Bigwood River, right? But thanks to our
No, we
pal.
stopped at Jonathan Creek first, or Jonathan Road first.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Okay. But when we got to Bigwood River, now I'm going to put a plug out to somebody that we absolutely love, Garrett Romaine. If you have not read his book, Rockhounding Idaho, Rockhounding Oregon,
Rockhounding Washington.
Washington too. But his latest one, Rockhounding Idaho, has some really great tips for you to find some really cool rocks, guys. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry.
Pick that book up.
Wait a minute. It's Gem Trails of Oregon.
Gem Trails of Oregon. But the newest one's Rockhounding Washington, isn't it? I mean, Rockhounding Idaho.
No, that's
we
actually.
We read the darn book. Okay. No, listen to the expert. She's smarter than I am when it comes to this. She really is. She really is.
But there's.
I'll tell you what, Garrett Romaine rocks, man. So I'm just putting that plug out there. If you haven't discovered him as an author and a rockhound guide, he could become, like she said, he's a rockhound god.
He's a god of the rockhounding world.
Okay, I know you're going to laugh at that, Garrett.
I made him blush the first time I did that to him.
We interviewed him. Yeah, it was lots of fun. At Summer Festival.
Yes. So we went to Jonathan Road in Weiser, Idaho, and then we went to Bigwood River, which is right off of Stanton.
It's
Stanton
literally
Crossing.
right off the freeway, right off 20. Right
Highway 20.
You just pop up, and every place you go, there's always different kinds of rocks. This had some interesting feldspar granite, some quartz, all really interesting stuff. And it was really easy to find. Big stuff too. I mean, it's really nice. And that's got blue. You can't see it, but it's all got these like layers of blue in it.
And then agate in between.
Agate, of course. It's just amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we found some really good scores there, and of course, all kinds of places.
Yeah.
And then next we went to
Crystal Park, Montana.
Yeah. And if you have not been to Crystal Park,
You've
Montana,
got
I'm
to
telling
go.
you right now, you plan a vacation there. There's plenty, and I'm going to say it again, plenty of camping up there.
Do not plan
an
hour and a half like.
Oh man, I know we were there for under 2 hours, and we both came away with a bag of crystals. But if you plan a vacation there, because it's really lots of fun, lots of camping. There's like 24 campsites. Or when you, what's that little town that we left?
Wise River.
Yeah, Wise River, which by the way doesn't have a sign, and you got to kind of find your way. And if you watch our video, we'll show you exactly how. But there's plenty of camping. But if you have never gone crystal searching, guys, I'm just throwing it out there. Plan a trip there.
Crystal hunting is a high that cannot be.
It rocks, and I don't mean rocks. I mean crystals. Cool stuff. Man.
Yeah, crystal hounding is a high that it's different than rock hounding.
Plan a whole 3 or 4 or 5 day vacation there, and you'll come away with. Trust me, you won't get bored. But do bring your mosquito spray.
That's cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little
That
point.
one. Yeah.
Big old sucker right there. Look at all that crystal points just popping out of that thing. Just really neat. I mean, in an hour and a half, just crystal.
There, that's the one I was trying to grab.
Yeah, that one's so cool.
I apologize now for anyone that hears a lot of clicking going on. I don't have a very quiet keyboard.
But you're gonna get those pictures up in the right places.
Try to keep track of the time.
We're happy about that. Yeah.
So after Big Wood, we stopped in a really cool place. If you've never been there, we recommend it. It's called what's it called? It's called Craters of the Moon.
Craters of the Moon Monument.
And dude, I never even seen it. But you start in on
you literally
like on
go
Highway
from grass
20, right?
to lava.
And you're going, and you go for like 50, 60 miles, and all it is this big bed
of lava. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's fresh lava. It's not like the German chocolate cake you see in Washington, or even in the gorge. It's fresh lava that's within the last 10,000 years. Fresh lava, But then there's a cool park there, and we actually we're going to do a little side segment for some of our.
I interviewed
Matt.
Ranger Matt.
Ranger Matt in like 2 minutes gave you the lowdown on this place. Plus, if you visit this park, there's all kinds of trails and stuff
and
to go.
Caves and all kinds of
we got some great
exploration.
pictures and video up there.
They've also got campgrounds there. It's
then we
amazing.
headed all the way up into Montana, and we got hundreds of pictures of beautiful. It really is the Big Sky State.
Yes.
I've driven through it back when I was a truck driver. Never really paid much of attention, but this time I was the passenger, and it was neat. I was shooting pictures and video like crazy. You gotta go. But then
we went back to Boise, Idaho, and we went.
Well, actually, wait. We went to Yellowstone, and yes, we went to the Yellowstone River, and we couldn't find nothing.
No,
we did not store there.
But
we were in the wrong place.
I think the main reason is the river was high, and we really didn't know what we were looking for. I don't know of any rockhound that can go into a totally different area and go, oh, that's what they're finding. And know exactly what to look for, because rockhounding is literally not just training your mind, but you're also training your eye what to look for.
Well, and also in our defense too. We only had like 3 days there in Montana completely.
Staying with completely non-rockhounds.
We stayed with some friends, Gary, and he drove us around. But we also got to visit Ted Turner's Ranch. Now, if you've never been to Ted Turner's Ranch, do you want to talk about buffalo? Man, we got that's going to be a little sideshow. We got so many sideshows out of this, but Ted Turner's Ranch is amazing.
We literally had bison
drive through these hundreds and hundreds of bison and taking pictures, and they'd walk up to the car and stuff. Oh man,
it's amazing.
It's an adventure you got to do if you're there.
Yeah,
you got to do it. You got to stop it.
Yeah. And then we went back to Boise, and we met up with Randy. And
then we really scored. Our awesome friend Randy, he was so cool. He took us out, and watch our videos, because I'm telling you straight up, if you're going up towards the Oregon-Idaho border and you're going anywhere near the Owahis, you want to look Randy up, because he's really a cool dude, and he's already said that he'll take as many as he can, folks up on tours, and he's not a tour guide officially, but he'll take you out and show you around. And he showed us around. I'm telling you, Super Creek, Petrified Wood, Graveyard Point, and we've got the huge rocks to prove it. So if you get a chance to check out our show, please do. We go X marks the spot. Yeah, stuff like that.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
True Graveyard Point and Agate. Piles of it. It's everywhere, guys. So, however, it's not everywhere in the Owahis.
Yeah.
So you need a little guidance and direction.
Yeah, because
a book won't help you.
Yeah, we stopped a couple of times, and
love you, Garrett, but a book won't get you to that point.
Not quite.
You need to have some help. So, and we did, and it was amazing. We were both in rock heaven. I mean, guys.
I was in a rock frenzy.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Kyle will show you this
I couldn't even get her
little
to shoot
rock
videos.
that I brought home.
I'll put it down as Big Rock to Show.
Yeah. It's the one across my lap.
Yep. Yeah.
I saw that come through the email, and I'm like, whoa.
It says it all. And
There's
that
not a
thing
big
is,
rock there.
it's packed with common opal, agate,
And
blue agate, pink agate. It's just
Graveyard Point
threaded with all
blooms,
kinds.
and it's
It's-
just
we can't wait.
amazing.
We're gonna go to Christine Parker's, and she's already kind of talked to her, and she's
The
getting
submissive stone.
submissive stone rocks. Christine, you
Yeah.
rock,
Christine,
and,
you're awesome.
and we're gonna take it down there. We're gonna give her a few slices of it, and she's gonna help us.
Oh,
slice it.
also, every Wednesday, Christine Parker, the submissive stone, do an online auction on Facebook.
She
So
does.
check
And
them
she sells
out.
some really nice
She's got
slabs
some
for
amazing
reasonable.
stuff.
Check it out if you haven't, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we went to Prineville.
And Prineville was fun. We had fun in Prineville. We didn't go to the spot. We did all these like little side road finds, and we found did we find
That's
some
cool.
Nice.
cool stuff?
That was
I got a
sitting.
piece of petrified wood about this big.
That was sitting on the side of the road.
Pink. It's so cool.
Literally, it had come down out of this landslide, and it was sitting buried with a bunch of dirt. And I was like, that looks interesting. And I sprayed it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that is interesting.
Bunch of little agates.
Yeah.
And we visited a place called Quake Lake.
In
Now,
Montana.
it's actually Hebron Lake.
Hebron
That's the
Lake.
official Hebron.
Yeah.
Hebgren. I don't know if I'm saying
In
that right.
Montana.
In Montana. But there's a whole story around it, and we captured this whole story. So we're going to do like a little side video thing on that about the story of Quake Lake, that there were people actually in houses when it had an earthquake and it slid down into the lake, and now the whole village and everything is under the lake, and all the trees.
Yeah.
It's really
Wow.
It's very
That's
interesting.
cool.
and a beautiful lake. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
And
Yeah, we just got so much
We had a
stuff.
blast.
Yeah, it's going to keep me editing for months.
and my ears plugged for months. So that is what's coming
That's
up
kind
for
of our
us.
report. And we have a I'll say it again, 6-part series. It'll probably be not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we're going to start releasing the videos. And it'll probably be once a week, or maybe once every half week. I don't know.
Once or twice a week, you mean?
What?
Once or twice a week.
Twice a week? Okay, twice a week. Yep, twice a week, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then we're gonna release all these little videos of these side trips we did just for fun.
Wow, that sounds really good, you
Yeah.
guys. So
We had
much
fun.
material.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
it
much
was
fun.
so
It was
absolutely
really neat.
amazing to be in Rockhounders Nirvana for that long.
Yeah.
And then coming home and going, oh my God, I remember I remember that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Quite
then
a bit of
finding-
material to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, associating this rock with this video. Oh my goodness, that was
Oh wow, yeah.
that
yeah.
took some
the,
time,
the logistics.
and we're
of-
still not done.
Oh, you want to talk about, no, that's not the rock. Honey, I know that's not the rock. Yes, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
But it's not an
having a rock
excuse to
band
not do the whole trip all at once, though. Not
partner.
not
Yeah.
not
No.
prohibitive from binge rock hounding like you guys
Oh,
did.
It
exactly.
was fun.
I've already
was
told him
Yeah.
that Montana is next year.
Yep, we're gonna go do a thing with
Possibly.
Katie did.
Huh?
If we wish that we could have gone up, if we'd gone up farther to Billings, we could have met up with Katie, and we could have met up with Theo,
Yeah.
but we just didn't have the time. We had so many places we wanted to go, and
Yeah.
Billings is so much farther in than Bozeman, where we were.
But I'm thinking-
staying.
I'm thinking about adding
We're coming, Katie. We're gonna come. Katie.
That blue.
Sounds like a threat. it's gonna happen.
Yes,
What is it? The blue wood in Wyoming.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, you guys were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we might want to add that onto the trip.
That'd be a good idea.
I think we're gonna.
Wyoming is pretty sweet.
It is. It is.
No, we'll probably have to rent a truck.
Right, you're thinking, or you need some room so that you can bring back all of the rocks.
Yeah.
It's
like a U-Haul, you know.
By the way, if you're going to visit the Hawaii's, you do need at least a 4-wheel drive vehicle.
Yes.
Don't go up there in a 2-wheel drive.
No.
You
do
will
not go
get
up
stuck.
Cruise.
Especially going through the creek. That's part of our intro.
Yeah. Also, when he laughed at me when we went to New York because I brought one totally empty suitcase, and
I see this is going.
Yeah.
I had packed a suitcase into a suitcase, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Big suitcase.
And he goes, and I said,
as big as they allow.
I said, I need to have a suitcase to come back with. And he goes, you have 2 in there. I said, no, you don't understand. I have to have an empty suitcase to come back with. He goes, you're okay, whatever. When we got there and we were coming back, he said, now I know why you want an empty suitcase.
Words of wisdom early, you guys. Back right there.
Well,
Fact 2. I'll take
thanks so much for listening to our stories.
Yes.
And honestly, we've sent people to this podcast because it's so much fun. You guys have done such a great, it's slow starting. It is. It's not like a regular Rockhound channel. It is slow starting. So take heart to that. It doesn't build the same momentum, and it doesn't happen really, really fast. But you guys are interviewing the right people, the fun people in rockhounding. You guys are doing the right thing, man. It's a good mission you guys are on. Yes. We're so proud of you.
And the thing is you're exposing rockhounds to channels that they wouldn't normally be open to.
Exploring other channels.
Exactly.
And learning new tips and tricks. And or just being awed by stuff.
You guys are kind of like the Rock Geek Squad.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is too, like yeah, and because we're not doing this for money, we're doing this for the hobby and for the fun of it, just to hang out with people.
Exactly. And that's the thing is, I guess.
Unless you're sponsored, you're not going to make a lot of money on YouTube.
But you know what?
Not worried about it.
It's fine. We don't care.
Exactly.
We're gem ambassadors.
That's a good one.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
We need our name badges now. Jim Ambassador Kyle.
TM, right?
TM Ambassador.
Sorry, keep going, guys.
So when are you guys going to get together and do a video, some kind of adventure video?
About your
the 2 of you.
What's really funny is
when are we going to interview you?
Well, I guess whenever, as long as I'm not working.
Well, I'd like to see you 2 guys go out and do an adventure video. I think it'd be really neat. You guys both got lots of personality, and you know rocks.
So what's really funny is, what day was that? It was a week and a half ago or so.
About I lose track.
Hey, you 2 did a collab.
Well,
no, we met as friends.
Yeah.
Like, how weird. We're YouTube people and we actually didn't videotape it. No, it was so nice.
Yeah, it was one of those days where we just went to the beach. I didn't bother recording anything except I recorded some waves, which I might throw that in my channel just for giggles. It's like 10 minutes of just beach, like the waves coming, like crashing, and that's
done that, been there.
Oh yeah.
That's the only video it took. I think Karen might have snapped a video of me like rockhounding.
I did, like This alien sighting. Like, I'm gonna slip that into a video coming soon. I couldn't help myself. I'm like, is it okay if I, because we were just going through the high rocks, the dry rocks at the head wall, checking stuff out. And
Cool.
yeah, it just felt really good to just hang out for a change.
Yeah,
And we honestly, for all this time that we've been doing the podcast together, hadn't met face to face. And I hadn't met, Amy and River. And so it was super cool hanging out on the beach with those guys.
Yeah.
And so thank you for asking. But you can only bet that we're going to be meeting when the winter storms come, where we're going to definitely be doing a
Oh, yeah. Well, you best be prepared to have somebody else kind of crash the party, because I'm gonna be there too.
Oh yeah, I know.
River. Hi, River. How are you?
I miss
Oh yes, River.
I love it.
She is
A
such
junior
a doll.
Rockhound in buddy right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I did get some pictures of her actually holding some of the finds from my beach trip. So I'm like, are you gonna be a rockhound?
Oh yes.
All
Oh yes.
right.
Influence her young.
Oh yeah, she was a trooper on the beach too, man. She loved it.
Sand everywhere, but she
Oh,
was
yeah.
happy.
Yeah. She's no shrinking violet, that one. She's definitely like full blown river flow.
Awesome.
Wait,
Hey.
can you wait?
She is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Good job.
I did my first podcast when I was.
Yeah, really.
I've been doing my podcast since I was 9 months old.
Yeah, really.
You know, she'll be
He
the
was-
producer.
Yeah, boss and
Doing
dad.
vocals last week or the week before that, for sure. So did you guys did you get all of your show and tell in? Like, do you have
Pretty much,
did you? Because I saw you
Oh.
guys flashing those rocks, and I wanted to make sure that you guys got all that in for sure.
When I get time, I'm going to do this project right here.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
I don't know.
I like
I
to
don't
do
think-
knives,
I don't
right?
think you-
And I don't show them off a lot, but this one is, okay, so if you're into knives,
Who's not?
yeah, right. Buck finally has broken ground and done a really killer little knife, right? Where you have the assisted opening. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the big old school, this is old stock, Biggs Junction, and I'm going to replace the handles on the Buck knife. That's a little later down. That's probably going to not be but a couple of months away at
Probably
least.
going to be
But that's going to be a
January.
really cool project. So we've done a couple now, and they've turned out really amazing. But I'm really looking forward to seeing a Buck knife with Biggs Junction old stock on it.
That'll be cool.
That's going to be a fun project.
There's another one that we found at
Oh, look at that one. Yeah. That is so cool. Check
Sugar
this
Creek.
way.
Nice.
Oh my.
Very pretty.
Yeah,
That's
and it's gorgeously. It's got gorgeous betroidals in it.
Nice.
It is just amazing.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and we got to meet up because we'll give you some.
Yeah.
Karen will give you some. We'll definitely.
This one was
One of these
That's
days,
sweet.
we got to meet you guys because we've got enough to give you a big rock.
because you already gave us some, so we're gonna give it back.
Yeah, I let you guys through my rock pile.
Can't have my crystals, but you can have my rocks.
This was the biggest point that I got at.
Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Woo,
big.
that's a biggie.
that's a big one.
There were squeals involved when you found that.
Oh, yeah.
There was.
I know there
And I captured him on video. You'll
Oh, yeah.
see.
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be good.
This one, I had jumped in a hole, and so it was in somebody else's tailings.
Yeah.
They left it because it was broken.
I mean, we
Wow.
did, in
Really?
an
Yeah.
hour and a half, we did do some digging.
Yes.
And we show that on the video. But like this big sucker right here, this big cluster, and it's got dozens of crystals in it, dozens, all, like I found it along with another one that's root beer colored about the same size. I found it where, like, in a hole somebody else was digging, not even in the
threw it
hole
off to
I
the
was
side because
digging
it
it.
was junk.
Just went walking around the rims of the holes, and there's like these big So you got to go to Crystal Park. Guys.
Now this one I
it.
picked up, and it's got shrews on it. I don't know if you can pick up the
It's too
shrews.
bright. I don't.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
it's
you guys
not,
had
not quite coming through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but that
White
one,
is a tough
Nice.
one.
that is what's on the other side that was
Pull it
just
back just a little
impacted.
bit. No,
It was just
It's just
impacted
white.
with dirt.
but it's got all these rainbow colors in it
Yeah.
as the light hits it.
It's just amazing.
We were so blessed.
And I found this other rock that is just a conglomerate of crystals in matrix, and I was cleaning it, and these little itty bitty guys are popping out of it. But somebody just, are you okay?
Yeah, I just spilled water on myself. I thought the cup was empty.
She's helping already, Dad. Keep cool.
Yes, there's water in there.
My cup does not overflow with.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've had your baptism now.
Thank goodness for lids.
Yeah.
I was going to give her the cup. I was like, oh man, there should be no water in this. I haven't used this in a while.
Yeah. Let's not.
Negative on that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now it's empty.
Oh.
Yeah. Now that you found out that.
I think we've pretty much covered just about everything that's coming in the next couple of months. Anyway.
Karen, what do you got coming up?
Yeah, Karen.
Well, yeah, thank you. First of all, that was fascinating, and you guys, hauled such an amazing amount that it's going to be so incredible to see those videos coming up. Did you have another detail that you want to share?
Oh, I was just going to say, Kyle, I didn't send. I got this one sweep, and it shows all the rocks we got, and our whole deck is full, and we've got container. We bought a whole bunch of new containers, and they're all, and it covers our entire deck.
Yeah.
So
feel free to send more pictures, because between.
Can I send it in if I break the video down to really small? Could I send it in? Because you got to see it in a
sweep.
It can be really short.
Yeah.
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah. No, send me the video. I'll as soon as I get done editing. You guys have probably a couple hours to send me stuff before, because I should be hopefully done editing by 10. And
send us a link. Yeah, so we can promote it.
And Karen, so what else did you have coming up?
Sorry.
Okay, so we're on to show and tell, and my show and tell is actually what happened with Kurt and my exchange. And so Kurt sent me a box of incredible rocks, and basically the message was, we'll do a collab of some rocks that I've found, but I'm going to for your time doing the silversmithing and any of the extra lapidary that has to happen, here's this box of rocks. And I was like, whatever, you just like a couple things, it's fine. And he went beyond and beyond. If you've seen. And so I do have a close-up of this guy. It's an orbicular jasper that he sent me. And when you hold it up, it's cool, but oh my gosh. Yeah. I took it's a 50 times magnified shot of it. And seriously looks like, Mother Nature like dropped some incredible hallucinogen or something.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so yeah,
Cool.
the orbits are like the umbra of the sun. I mean, they just like
Yeah.
so anyways, it's a neat one.
Wow.
And so then also he included, which I didn't send pictures of, but some Laguna lace, Crazy Lakes agate, which is, you know, super awesome, and also some yellow cat. And so the
That's
things that he
cool.
was sharing with me, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and those show up in the video, so you can have a look in there. I take microscopic views of those as well. But the generosity was beyond. Like, so Kurt, you know, you totally outdid yourself. And one of the things that I think is really neat about the entire rock hounding community, and I know that everybody present has experienced this, even River, was that we get to exchange these rocks from all over the world with each other and share the finds and the journey. And so I was really touched when Kurt wanted me to take these amethysts that he had found in Colorado, and he actually did the lapidary on a cluster for a necklace stone for his lady. And and then he sent some extra points that were you know, do what you will, and they happen to be perfect to do a rose cut facet for some earrings. And I added some Oregon sunstones that we collected ourselves. And I was so touched to be part of the expression of him finding something from the earth, and then, you know, send it out to the Oregon coast to have it, you know, tweaked and set so that it could be a wearable treasure, and then back to Colorado. And you know, it's
love.
yeah, it was just all full of tingles, man. And so
Yeah, it was awesome. I love that video, by the way. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it was really, you know, it was a thing from the heart, and I didn't mean to go full cheese on it or anything, but
but that is so good. Cool. Girls do the whole cheese, full cheese thing.
Couldn't help it.
You know, because guys are like,
At any rate, so thank you, Kurt. And that's the Kyle popped up the pictures of the earrings and the necklace. And I think that Kurt said something about doing an unboxing for that too. And so I guess that's maybe coming up. And so I do actually, you know, it would be kind of fun to see the reaction she had. Yes. Not that I need to, but yeah.
One of the reasons I understand that is I made a Altoids box as a gift box for a friend of ours, Dwayne Lovejoy, bought one of my necklaces for his lady for Christmas. And I took an Altoids box and filled it with fur and beads and made it all pretty inside, but on the outside it looked like an Altoids box. And so she was like, he got a video of her looking at it going, Altoids?
For real? Are you serious?
And she opened it and she went, oh, and it was so priceless. Cool. Because at first, when she looked at that, Altoids.
Precious moment, man.
It was.
So you're right, Karen. You know, there's all these. You get blessed to share with people and you know, to see their reactions. Yes. But when you get to like do a project with somebody where you're both involved, that's so cool, dude. Yeah. That is so cool, man.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you
really special stuff?
Yeah. Kyle, what were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say he just took her breath away.
Literally, the curiously strong men.
I hit my quota.
That's right. You got the dad joke in.
And interestingly enough, it was a moss agate.
Nice.
Yeah. So I thoroughly understand that wanting to see the joy in her face when she opens it.
Yeah, there's somewhat of a reward. I miss having the gallery because not that you need to see necessarily the reaction for gratification, because it's not like that, but when people used to be able to come in and see the jewelry and react to it, and then find the one that fit them and try it on, and you see the whole process go down. And I think it's just a connection, like you were saying before, Denny, like the connection that you're making, like in a collaboration, like somebody wearing your artwork is a collaboration too. You make it better by wearing it. It always looks better on somebody than it does on your jewelry.
Sometimes it's almost like it was just destined. I mean, I'm not like a predestined kind of person per se, but sometimes it's just it was meant to happen. I mean, it was just, and when it unfolds in front of you, it's almost a spiritual high. It's like
it's a rush.
Wow. Yeah, it is. It is. And
gotta love it.
And seeing somebody's face when they're like choosing from the jewelry that you've made, and they're like, oh wow, that is just so cool, I love this artist, and you're like, but you don't say thank you to them, you just think thank you. So,
yeah, it's easy to be humbled by it, and
it is.
I almost never know what to say, and so it is easy to just kind of like
just cheese.
Yay for all of us. And so at any rate, that was my show and tell. How about you, Kyle?
Well, first of all, thank you for that. You're a pretty good artist, and I understand how cool it is to be able to see someone else pretty much supporting something that you made. That was one of the reasons why whenever I made something for someone else, I kind of always wanted to be there to see their reaction, just to know that I did something right and that I met their requirements of what they wanted to do. And I know with the pandemic, I haven't really been able to really get too much stuff out there. The best I can do is get people's, thank you, it looks beautiful whenever I send something out. It's not quite the same. It's not quite the same reaction as, being in person and seeing their body language just kind of like lighten and just like fill with joy. But I guess my show and tell is I went to the beach and met up with Karen. She gave me a bacon creation to crack open, which I'm hoping to do for next Wednesday's video. I didn't actually find this. I bought this just because I used to have one of these, and it's a pyrite sun.
Yes.
And
sun in Oregon. There it is.
That is just amazing. Yeah. Sun on the Oregon coast.
We love it.
But I used to have one of these a while back, and since they're iron, they're pyrite, you have to store them correctly. And if you don't, they break down.
And they rust.
Yeah. So the very first one I had, it was before I knew this, and I had it sitting in a window. Even though I had like the UV protection film on there, it eventually crumbled away, and I didn't see it happen because I had the blinds drawn for quite a while. And by the time I went to go retract the blinds, I'm like, oh no, it's gone. But now I have a new one. It's not going to be in a window.
Exactly. And that's the amazing thing is you didn't necessarily go out and dig that pyrite sun, but in a way you helped another rockhound fulfill his dream or her dream of having sold a piece of artwork.
Yeah, you're a rock junkie, man. You have to go buy it.
Oh,
that's good.
There were so many cool specimens that day, because it's always like hit or miss if they've been sold out a lot of cool stuff, if they just got the stuff like restocked. But there were so many cool things, and I had to kind of pick and choose what I wanted to do, because at that point I was kind of being conscious of how much I was spending because I thought I was going to be going to like Central Oregon, and so I was trying to not spend so much.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I think I spent like $24 on that. And I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. And so I went in there, knew I was going to got that. Did a good deed. Did a good deed while I was in there. Someone had left their card on the shelf where all the rocks were at, and had to take it up front. I'm like, well, I hope no one else saw their card information sitting up there.
Yeah.
But that was. But every time I go to Newport, I go to the Pirate's Plunder. That's where I got that, and they have a lot of kind of neat little vendors in there and little trinkets. And they do have a couple of other spots where people sell rocks, but there's one shelf that always has like different specimens, and that's always the one I seem to kind of meander towards whenever I'm there. But that's my show and tell.
Yeah, nice.
That's cool. So it's that's the beauty of this hobby is it's a never-ending circle of someone going out and getting dirty and then coming back and getting clean and then getting creative and then getting into the dirty work of finding somebody that rock was for, and then getting the wonderful feeling of passing that rock on, and then going out and getting dirty again in the dirt to find another one.
So I got to tell you. Okay, so this is a SeaJay story, and a lot of people don't know this, and I don't even know if I should, but I'm gonna. Because she's a school bus driver, right? It's nothing dirty or nasty. It's just a view into, and our subscribers who are listening would like to hear this. And SeaJay's a school bus driver, but she has a special connection to her kids. I mean, almost not all of them, but a lot of her kids are really interested in rocks now. Can you figure out why? And the reason, and what she does is she does like these little baggies. And, we have a lot of, we have a lot of baggies and rocks. And she packs, like the end of school, she packs these little baggies with agate, and it's got petrified wood, and it's got jasper and red and green. And she packs these little bags, and she takes days doing this, and she gives them to all of her kids that want them, and most of them want them.
Oh, yeah.
And just little stuff like that. It's connection, It's just
the thing is,
and it's also the next generation of rockhounds.
It's
after we're gone.
It's one of the things that at the end of the school year,
I love that about her.
They have rocked the rules of the bus, and they get their rock the rule rock back.
Nice.
And it's amazing how many kids know about this without even ever being on my bus.
Aw, that's awesome. You're legendary.
One of the teachers at the school that I bus, she met me. I came around the corner at Fred Meyer's, and she goes, "I know you," and I was like, "Oh, you do?" And she goes, "You're a celebrity," and I'm like, "I am?" She goes, "Yeah, you're the rock lady rock bus driver." I'm like, "What?"
I wished I had a rock lady rock bus driver when I was little.
I'm kidding.
I did not.
Her kids are blessed. I mean, I give
awesome.
away agates, but this girl gives away whole bags. She's pretty cool.
But
I know those kids because I've heard it because I'm in touch with that world. I've heard she got a great reputation because kids love to come to her bus and they mind.
Yes, because they want to get that rock bag.
Right on.
They mind, but not from a really, a really controlling way, from a loving way, sharing rocks.
Another thing is,
pretty cool.
It's not just passing on my love of rocks, but it's also in, teaching them that a jasper is the same as an agate or a quartz. It's just this one is non-parallel and opaque, and this one is transparent or translucent and um, parallel. So I'm not just giving them rocks, I'm also teaching them how to find the rocks, what they are, and,
Passing it on to the next
passing
generation.
on the knowledge.
Man. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
That's awesome. Do you guys have some words of wisdom to add to that, do you think?
I think that one would be it, is pass on your
Yeah,
knowledge.
sure. Pass on your knowledge.
That's
And
awesome.
I mean, that's what when we started this thing 4.5 years ago, we weren't thinking about being a celebrity, or we weren't any of it. It was just that we really like rocks and we really like crystals, and we know a lot of other people do too. And in fact, we know a lot of other adults and you guys have heard it too, right? You guys have heard this saying, well, when I was a kid,
Mhm.
I was really into that. And I said, what? So we say, why do you stop? Don't stop. Keep collecting.
Or I
Enjoy.
tell them,
So,
it's time to return to your
yeah,
childhood.
it's time to find your zen. When I'm out on the river, or if I'm out on a pile of rocks, everything else just goes away.
Mhm.
It's a place to let the world just be
It's a
there
zen
and out
place,
there,
isn't
and all the stuff, the government and all that. It's just zen time. So
Yeah.
share your zen time. Get out there
Get rocking.
and find your treasure today.
Awesome,
I got
you
my
guys.
treasure. I got my treasure right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and she
Yeah,
was listening too.
that's
So your words of wisdom have fallen on, precious ears right there, for sure.
Yes, River, go out and find your treasure today.
Parting shot. Our first Rockhound tips, tricks, and secrets just passed 142,000 views.
Amazing.
Wow.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm
Gorgeous
blown
job, guys.
away. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a lot.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
Karen? What's your words of wisdom?
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys.
mine aren't moving quite. They're a little bit more on the practical side, but I usually relate them to something that happens. And in this case, I have some dear friends that started as clients and just have become super dear. And they rockhound in the Willamette Valley and find some amazing stuff. And they sent some rocks out so that I could do a ring for a family member from something that they found, and I love, just like with the Kurt thing, I love this kind of sentiment. I'm a big sucker, so I'm down with that collaboration. But when the parcel came to me, it was broken.
Broken.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So I happily can report that the contents were in here, but one of the smaller pieces could have escaped out of this hole. You can see that I have not changed it. And so that's what, this is how I got it, other than, that part right there, because Karen needed into the package. She couldn't wait to see what was in there. I love it when there's those things in my mailbox. I mean, I know my mail carrier is just what is this lady into? Because everything it's heavy and it's shakes around. And at any rate, so I think that my word of wisdom is that you want to be careful with the way that you put something to bed. If it's shipping or any of these things, this attention to detail, like in this case, I would have just double wrapped it, even if it just had a freezer bag inside with the rocks inside, it would have been safer. And so just a little foresight for folks, think it through and think of the worst case scenario, and then maybe double down on a safety measure.
Exactly.
Good advice.
I could not wait to run home and open it up because I was so worried, that one of their, seriously, you guys just went and, went all over the beautiful country that you did and found all these treasures. And you can imagine if you sent a few to a person, if one got out, you would feel super bummed, and so would they. And so, anyways, that's where I'm at with that.
To add to yours, one of the things that I do is I always put it in a baggie and then a cloth baggie and tie the baggie shut, and then that goes into an envelope, and then that goes into the shipping envelope. And one of the things that a client in Brisbane, Australia, said she was really glad for was because when she got her package, it had been sliced open.
Sure.
And they were like, they shoved everything back in and taped it back up because it just looked like a silver bag. But the fact that they had sliced it open, it's like, so,
yeah, you never know out there, right? That was good advice.
Especially when you're shipping, way far away. But even
to other countries, especially.
Yeah,
there's a good
obviously
chance.
Even within the U.S.
Yeah, and there's a good chance that they're going to open up your parcel because, at the borders, they need to sometimes, and a lot of times it's arbitrary. It's not even that, they have any inclination that there's something in there. And so some kind of shipping method that is, obviously the box is going to get torn, but like if there's stuff inside that is resealable, easy peasy for them, if they have to go through it is kind of just a nice direction, and it saves your stuff. And so watch unboxing videos if you have any question about that, because it's super cool to see like the different, there's like successes and failures on unboxing videos. And so,
sounds like life in general, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. How about you, Kyle? What about you?
First of all, I'm going to agree with the packaging. Always be very adamant and never be afraid to add too much tape and enough packing, because I had a customer in Illinois that I had sent her a package around Christmas time, I think it was. Most of the contents of that package are gone before they even got to her, and the box is just torn to bits. I'm still I'm still not happy about that, because it cost me it cost me more. I didn't care about. I offered to replace a lot of the material that I was able to, just because I felt bad that she didn't get all the stuff that she's supposed to get. I'm just more irritated with the post office that they couldn't keep better track of stuff. I sent them multiple correspondence of pictures of the items that were missing, and it's not hard to find stuff that's lost, because that if something accidentally fell out, it has to go to some sort of center where they keep hold of stuff, and I sent them plenty of pictures of the items that are missing. The other option is someone pocketed it. And luckily I was able to replace most of the items except for, I think, a piece of dinosaur bone, which I offered to either give her back her money or she was able to do credit for her next purchase. And she's been an awesome customer since then. Northern Rocks, if you're watching.
Hey, girl.
She's been an awesome customer and an awesome loyal subscriber too. And I do feel bad. So if you're watching, I don't ignore your emails. I don't often check them enough.
It's like I told one of our subscribers. He goes, "Boy, that took a long time to get there." And I said, "Yeah, I only check our post office box once a week, and it wasn't there last Wednesday."
Oh, this is my email. This was my email. I don't check it often enough. My personal email anyway.
Right, but my email is the same way. Tuesday, post office box Wednesday.
But, no, I do a lot. I do a lot of the online communication. She does the Facebook. She's like crazy in Facebook. I'm not a big fan of Facebook.
I guess my words of wisdom would be, I know a lot of our businesses are based off social media platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it might be. But my words of wisdom would be to put down your phone and take a break.
Yeah.
Just because we're not really meant to be on online stuff like that all the time. We're meant to take a step back, and that's what I kind of did when I met Karen on the beach. I didn't record anything for work. I
Good
took
for
a day and I met a friend, hung out on the beach, had family time. It was pretty nice,
So good.
and
Yes.
it's a good
Yeah.
reset. You don't
Just living life.
Yeah.
Just living life, right?
Yeah.
If you're
experiencing it.
Yeah. If you're a content creator, you don't always have to record everything you're doing. Just sometimes it's nice to do something just to do something. And you'll find that that item gets done faster when you're not recording than opposed to when you are.
Oh yeah.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
That's great, Kyle.
I
I
just-
love that
That's
sentiment.
really good.
I
I
found
like
that out
that,
when
Kyle. Thank you.
when I decided to record how to cook my chicken breast, and I realized there's like 7 steps that, oh yeah, you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to do this, and it took me almost almost 2.5 hours to cook chicken that normally takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Good
Yeah.
advice, Kyle. That's really good,
Yes.
man.
Yeah. I for the Kurt video, there's such a short snippet of like, here's what it looks like, sort of getting into the bezel, and here's sort of like the pieces that, and a little bit of the faceting because of that exact thing. Like, and I was so nervous about the project because I didn't want the crystal to break apart.
Yeah,
which they have the propensity to do.
Oh God,
And so
yes.
I was like, not videoing. I'm not gonna do it. You know, I'll take a picture here and there, but like, yeah, I think that Kyle, it's just important to unplug and, you know, look at that baby. She's gonna grow up so fast. You don't want
to miss it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I try
Good
to
advice.
That's why I try to improve my processes a lot faster. When I'm not normally with my normal day job, and with hobbies and doing stuff for YouTube, I try to do stuff faster so I can actually spend more time with my family.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, it's getting pretty late.
Yes,
She's looking
and
pretty tired.
It looks
baby.
like
Oh, she's tired.
yeah.
She's
She's
so
like-
good.
She's like, oh, Daddy, it's time. So, how about we do a sign off, and thanks for having us on.
Yeah, we appreciate
thanks,
you
guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys being back on, and we're glad to have you. And Karen, or even if you guys want to take us out, and I will sit here quietly with River.
Real quick, and I'll toss it back to the kids over there. CJ and Denny.
You're too nice, really. You're too nice.
You guys are a blast. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We're still bringing together pictures for our next show and tell for the viewers. So we'll leave the email address in the comments or in our show description as well. And then we're actually having Caitlin Ahrens from NASA
Woo-hoo.
on again.
Cool. That was such a cool show.
That
I
was.
know, right?
Yeah.
So if you have any questions for her, anything that's out of this world that you want to ask her about,
It's real cool.
definitely drop that in the comments too, because we're compiling that show right now. So what
That's-
do you guys say?
I would
Get out there
get rocking.
and find your treasure today.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Hold on, everyone.
Thanks again.